Chapter 2: Diverse Natural Resources of the World. Natural resources are crucial for the economic development of a region or a country. Distribution of resources of various types throughout the world is highly uneven. The distribution of land, water, and air varies from place to place on the earth. The concentration of people in the world is determined by the nature of land, climate, soil, water, and other natural resources. Diverse natural resources: land, soil, water, natural vegetation, wildlife. Land consists of different landforms like mountains, plateaus, and plains. Generally, the land is used by man for agriculture, forests, construction of houses, grasslands, mining, construction of roads and railways, etc., and is termed as land use pattern. The land use pattern depends on physical factors like relief of the land, climate, slope of the land and soil. Beside these, some human factors like population density, needs and aspirations of the people, development of technology, and cost also affect the land use pattern of an area. The land is a fixed asset and it cannot be increased with the increase in population. Thus, land conservation becomes our prime concern. The land use pattern: according to the latest data available, the land use pattern in India is as under: net sown area 46%, area sown more than once 15%, forested areas 22.5%, permanent pastures 7%, cultivable wasteland 6.5%, not available for cultivation 15%. Land conservation: planting of trees, controlling deforestation and overgrazing, reclamation of land, less use of fertilizers and insecticides, proper discharge of industrial effluents after treatment, proper management of wastelands. Soil is formed by the weathering of rocks which takes place over millions of years and thus is essential to respect soil conservation. Soil formation takes place in different layers of soil, namely topsoil, subsoil, partly weathered rock, and parent rock or bedrock. In India, 6 types of soils are found. Factors affecting soil formation: parent rock, climate, relief or topography, time, plants and animals. Soil conservation. Some of the methods of soil conservation are: 1. Afforestation. Planting of trees on wastelands and denuded lands will help in the preservation of the topsoil.
2. Contour plowing.
Cultivation along the contour lines instead of up and down the slope will reduce the force of running water down the hills and reduce soil erosion. 3. Terrace farming. Cutting down of hill slopes into terraces or steps will retard the flow of running water and result in conservation of the topsoil. 4. Crop rotation. Successive rotation of crops in agricultural lands will help in the protection of soil. For example, leguminous crops are grown in rotation with other crops to retain the fertility of the soil. 5. Construction of shelter belts. Along the coastal regions and arid regions, growing of rows of trees will restrict the force of wind.
Alluvial soils are formed by the deposition of sediments brought down by rivers. They are very fertile. They are mainly confined to the northern plains and coastal plains of India. They are classified as Khadar or younger alluvium and Bangar or older alluvium. Black soil are formed from the weathering of igneous rocks. They are found in the northwestern parts of Peninsular Plateau, especially in the states of Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh and parts of Andhra Pradesh. Cotton grows best in this soil.
Red and yellow soils are derived from the weathering of igneous and metamorphic rocks. They are confined to the southern and eastern parts of the Peninsular Plateau. They are rich in iron compounds. Mountainous soils occur in the Himalayan regions and are less fertile. Laterite soils are formed by intense leaching in tropical regions and are infertile. Arid soils are found in parts of Rajasthan, Thar Desert and Gujarat. They lack moisture and humus and are less fertile. Water. Our planet is often called the watery planet or blue planet, as it has abundance of water which is found in solid, liquid and gaseous forms. Water is a renewable resource that gets renewed through the process of the hydrological cycle. Due to overpopulation, industrialization and urbanization, the consumption of water has increased manifold,
forcing us to think of water conservation. Hydrological cycle refers to the continuous movement of water between the hydrosphere, atmosphere and lithosphere in which it changes its physical state.
Growing plants. Reducing of wastage of water, recycling of water, use of sprinklers or drip irrigation in dry regions. Treating industrial effluents before disposal in water.
Controlling water pollution.
Natural vegetation and wildlife. Natural vegetation or forests and wildlife are considered as most important natural resources of a country. Plants provide us with fruits, nuts, timber, firewood, wood, pulp, resins, medicinal herbs, gum, home of wildlife. These control global warming, bring rainfall, prevent soil erosion, control floods and droughts, and ensure livelihood for a large number of tribal communities and forest dwellers. Forests. The temperature and availability of moisture bring about variation in vegetation. From place to place, areas of high rainfall support dense forests where the trees are generally tall and are of multiple species. In areas of moderate rainfall, trees are less tall and scattered and grasses grow well here. In areas of low rainfall, thorns and scrubs grow. Trees are short, stunted, with thick barks, short oily leaves, with spines and deep roots to conserve the moisture. Forests are generally classified into evergreen and deciduous depending on when they shed their leaves. In evergreen forests, there is no common shedding of leaves in any particular season. In deciduous forests, all the trees shed their leaves in a particular season to conserve loss of moisture through transpiration. Today, the forests and wildlife are depleting very fast due to increase in population, industrialization and urbanization. Large-scale deforestation has resulted in loss of habitat for animals. Hence, the conservation of forests and wildlife is very essential. Government participation in conservation has helped a lot in saving forests. Conservation of forests. The Government of India has taken several steps to conserve forests. 1. National Forest Policy has been implemented. 2. National parks, bioreserves, botanical gardens have been set up. 3. Celebration of Van Mahotsav. 4. Every national festival is followed by a tree planting ceremony. 5. Large-scale afforestation or planting of trees is undertaken. 6. Controlling of deforestation and overgrazing. 7. Practices like shifting agriculture has been stopped.